Between 1962 and 1966, there was a widespread drought throughout the United States. It was particularly severe between 1963 and 1965.
There is not a crop in most of the United States that has not been affected by one of the worst droughts in a century. From the apple orchards of New England to the huge truck farms of New Jersey and the great wheat plains in the West, everything has been killed, stunted, or decimated by the prolonged dry spell. Along with the crops, the livestock suffer. In most areas of New England, for example, water has to be trucked in for many miles to supplement dried up ponds. Now, a great part of a farmer's day is taken up in scrounging for precious water. It's an ill, dry wind that blows no good. Well diggers are working around the clock to drive new wells. Some rigs travel hundreds of miles to probe deeper into the water shelf, trying to replace dried wells. Rivers are many feet below normal. Streams that fed reservoirs are sometimes a trickle. In most areas, water has been severely rationed, and in many communities, the clock has been turned back. People are forced to come to the village water pump and carry water to their homes. The New England states, New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania have had a shortage of rain for 3 years. This summer, however, it has been the worst in 34 years, and with the woods and forests tinder dry, fires have ravaged wide areas. Hunters have found the forests closed as the deer season begins, and many of them have joined the bands of volunteers who have turned to fighting devastating blazes. One in New York's famed Palisades Interstate Park burned along a 2.5-mile front. Only in the far west and in the south was there sufficient rainfall and snow to eliminate this most dreaded of forest hazards. In New Jersey, it is estimated that the cost of the drought to farmers is more than $21 million, and the dried up reservoirs in the state reflect that prolonged dry spell. Everywhere, it is the same ominous picture. Weather Bureau statistics tell the story in a few words. Where normal rainfall in a month would be 3.5 inches, less than 3/4 of an inch has fallen. Only in the Midwest was there a wet spring with normal summer rains. But then came week after week without a drop falling. Meteorologists say that a shift in the wind pattern is largely responsible in the east. Normally, winds from the south bring moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. This summer, however, the winds have come from the west, hot and dry, after dropping their moisture west of the Rocky Mountains. No expert sees any relief from the drought in the predictable future.